A fella, he captured a bird. He was out hunting. He wasn't hunting birds, but he happened to capture a bird. It was kind of a wild bird, you know, and he plucked all the hair out of the bird's head. And this fellow went to sleep that night, and when he got up the next morning, he was completely bald. This is true.
I guess I wasn't listening.
What do you mean you wasn't listening?
He plucked all the
hair out of the bird's, all the hair out of the bird's head.
There must be more to it.
Yes.
What am I supposed to say?
I don't know. I didn't arrange anything. What would you normally say if a man got up in the morning and he was completely bald and he plucked all the hair out of a bird's head the night before?
You'd say, how'd that happen?
Well, he was bald when he went to bed.
Oh!
Oh, boy. Boy, what a time I had squeezing that out of him. You can proceed now if you want to, George.
Groucho, Jacqueline Miles, or Niles.
Niles.
Niles. No, Jacqueline Niles and Mal Merritt are waiting to talk to you. So, folks, come in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Welcome to the show. If you say the secret word, you'll spend an extra $100. Jacqueline Niles, that's you, huh?
That's right.
Where are you from, Jacqueline?
I'm from Santa Monica. I've lived there all my life.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
You're very pretty.
Well, thank you.
Did you go to school in Santa Monica?
Yes, I went to Santa Monica City College, and now I'm working at the Santa Ynez Inn.
Where?
The Santa Ynez Inn.
What do you do there?
Well, I greet the people, shake their hand, welcome them, have them come into the inn.
Show me, so let's say he was going to eat in your place. Show me what you would do if he was to walk in.
I'd say, good evening. How are you this evening? Do you have a reservation?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll have to put your name... I'll have to put your name on the waiting list.
Okay.
Would you care for cocktails while you're waiting?
If I could help you.
I'd put his name on the waiting list and then
Well, wait, you haven't asked him what he wants.
How many in your party?
4.
4? And the name, please.
Merritt.
Merritt. All right, Mr. Merritt, I'll page you when we have a table.
Fine. Well, you said something up there. So you win $50, and you win $50. I want to ask you something. You said you want a cocktail, and he said yes. Don't you ask him what kind they want?
Well, what kind did you want, Mr. Merritt? Well, I'm not old enough to take cocktail orders.
No.
I just lead
Well,
him
why
to the
did you
bar.
ask him that if you're not old enough?
Well, I just lead him to the bar. I just point him in the direction.
Oh. Your name is Mal Merritt. That's what it says here. And where are you from, Mal?
Sandusky, Ohio.
Where is that? Is that in...
It's in Ohio.
I thought perhaps it was in Pittsburgh in Pennsylvania. Are you married?
Oh, yes. I've been married 32 years.
Well, what are you crowing about? What's your... who are these 3 people you wanted to get a reservation in her restaurant with?
I couldn't say right off.
Why, you ashamed of them?
Could be.
Why didn't you have a reservation if you were going to a restaurant?
Well, I didn't actually, so I didn't think it was necessary in that kind of...
What do you think she's running, a dump of some kind? It's not a lunch counter place. It's a very high-class place there. Don't you know you have to have a reservation?
I'd never been in there before.
Well, you have to have a reservation any place, don't you? Except Coffee Dan's or something like that.
Not the places I go.
Well, where do you go?
Coffee Dan's.
Do you have any children?
Yes, 11 children. I've had 11 children.
11 children?
11 children.
And are you happily married?
Yes, yes, as happy as anyone could be.
Well, why are you you going with strangers to coffee dance when you got 11 kids home? Why don't you take the kids, huh?
That's my night out.
Oh, I see. You have a night out, too? Well, what are you doing to support this brood?
Well,
This breed, I mean.
I had a rooming house for about 40 years.
You had a room in whose house for 40 years? What did you do around the rooming house? Did you squash the ugly roomers?
Well, I vacuumed the halls, I cleaned up the place, and carried out the trash, and such things like that. Kept the accounts.
Did you hear about a hunter that went out in the woods one day and he caught a bird? And he grabbed the bird and he pulled all the hair out of the bird's head. And the bird was completely bald. And this hunter went to bed that night, and the next morning when he woke up, he was completely bald like you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what of it? Haven't you got anything to say about that?
Well, I don't know what kind of bird it was.
But when he got through with it, it was a bald eagle. But just imagine, in the morning when he got up, he was completely bald.
That's really something.
How did he get bald?
The man, how he got bald?
Yeah.
Well, he was bald when he went to bed that night. You wouldn't ask me that, huh?
No, how did he get bald?
Did you have 11 kids when you ran this
Well,
rooming house?
well, actually, Groucho, we lived in this house and I had 11 rooms, you see.
Yeah, and you had 40 people?
No, and every time we had another kid, one of the roomers had to move out.
Well, did your wife know about this?
Yeah.
Well, how did you support 11 children? Did you have a job of any kind?
Well, I did a little civil service work. I worked in a warehouse, and I even taught dancing.
You taught dancing? With your shape, you taught dancing?
I just taught.
You were a teacher?
Yes, I was a
Were you
teacher.
any good as a teacher?
Well, I was always one step ahead of the kids.
After a joke like that, I can understand why all the roomers moved out.
I didn't want it.
Now, back to you, Jackie, and about time, huh? Are you married?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
Are you engaged, Jackie?
No, I'm pinned.
You're pinned?
Yes.
Well, I hope you're pinned all over. If you're not, we may have to cover you with a barrel before you leave here. What do you mean you're pinned? Is this a safety pin or a bowling pin?
It's the fraternity pin. When you're pinned, it means you're engaged to be engaged.
You mean you're not really engaged?
No.
You're
You just
kind
can't
of
go out with anybody else.
You mean you're just getting fringe benefits, is that it? Well, you say you're pinned. What you're saying is that when a girl is pinned, she has no plans, huh?
She can't go out with it. She has no plans with other boys.
Nonsense, you know. From the moment a girl meets a man, while she's still saying, how do you do, she's mentally buying furniture, casing his bankroll, and planning on 5 children. Isn't that true?
Well,
This is your business to get married. Girls, am I right? How about it?
no.
And how? That voice you heard is one of those beat-up fathers I was talking about. It's interesting how brave a married man becomes when he gets out of his own house, isn't it? He wouldn't shout like that at home. Now, man, you look familiar. Have I met you somewheres before?
No.
Or are you asleep?
No, I'm asleep.
You are
Who
asleep?
do I look like?
I'd say you look like Rock Hudson. I'm not all of Rock Hudson. I mean just the Rock. Well, who do you look like?
Well, my friends say that I look like Khrushchev.
Well, there is a resemblance. There is a resemblance. Can you speak Russian?
No, I can't speak Russian, but I can do a little Russian ballet. Dedicate this thing to Khrushchev.
Khrushchev has a very big fat ballet. And you know how he got that way? From swallowing Cuba. Could you do your ballet, Mal, here right now?
I could do a few steps.
What kind of music would you want? Swan Lake, Afternoon of a Faun, or Slaughter on 10th Avenue? You know, have you ever heard Slaughter on 10th Avenue?
No, but...
It's about a butcher shop on 9th Avenue in New York. Well, go over there where the camera's at you, huh?
I use...
What kind of music do you want?
I use dark eyes, but I want to do one little warm-up step.
Wait a minute, I'll stand... Wait a minute. I'll stand in front of you so that you... Okay, you ready? Go the whole thing. What are you doing? That was very good, Mal. I liked it. Don't ever go back to Sandusky, that's all. I want to tell you one thing, Mal. Don't ever let Khrushchev see that dance. Well, you're a lovely couple, and virtue is its own reward. Yeah. Now, you can fit that in any ways you want. I'm sure you'd rather win some cash, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
Say, George, this is George Fenneman. You know George?
How do you do?
Hi, George.
How are you?
Bye.
You got the questions here? What category have they chosen?
Cities and small towns of the United States, right?
Okay.
Now, you understand the game, man. These are the easy ones, and they get progressively harder. Now, Jackie, you're a woman. Well, a girl anyway, so you picked out the first one, huh?
Start with 200.
For $200, in what state are Alton, Elgin, and Rockford?
Illinois.
That's right.
You have 200. The object is to make a total of 5 in 4 questions. Take another 200.
Oh, I beg your pardon. For $200, in what state are Gulfport, Tupelo, and Pascagoula? That's a fine things that slipped me here. Gulfport, Tupelo, and Pascagoula. Gulfport.
I think it's Louisiana.
Well, I think you're wrong. It happens to be in Mississippi.
Oh.
Here, look at it.
Right.
I played Gulfport, so I know. There's more mosquitoes in Gulfport than there is in the whole rest of the United States. And each one is this large. And we had an open dressing room. Oh, boy.
You have 2 more chances to make a total of $500. You already have $200.
In what state are Cape Girardeau, Columbia, and Hannibal? Girardeau. Columbia and Hannibal.
I think it's Missouri.
Right?
You have $400. One more chance to make a total of 5. The $100 ones are easier than the 2.
Yes, sir.
I think she's aware of that.
Well, I want to make sure.
For $100, in what state are Ketchikan and Fairbanks?
Yeah.
Alaska.
You will? Well, let me hear you. Oh, yeah, Alaska, that's right, yeah.
And you wind up with $500, which means you'll be back later.
I'll give him a big tip. See you later, kids. Goodbye.
I've never seen a child who didn't like to play in or around the water. Problem is, a lot of children don't know how to swim or save themselves if something happens. Because of this, too many children drown each year. This year, we want to keep children from becoming statistics, so WFMY-TV and the YMCA are offering a program to make your child water wise. It's a free course that will teach children how to be safe around water, plus a special family week also is planned. Watch for more details and plan to make your child water wise.
Groucho, we're running a little short of time. I don't imagine you'll have much chance to talk to this next couple. However, at least they'll have a chance to win some money in the quiz.
Trot them out.
So they're Molly Magruder and Jerry Sherman. Would you come in, folks, and meet Groucho Marx?
I had frankfurters for dinner. Welcome to the Groucho Show. If you say the secret word, you'll divide an extra $100. $100 extra. Your name is Molly Magruder.
Yes, sir.
And your name is Jerry Sherman.
Yes, sir.
Now, where is your hometown, Molly? Are you a native son or daughter?
Well, I was born in Glendale, but I was raised in Oklahoma until
how
I was
high?
about 10. And then we moved back out here, and I've lived here ever since.
You have a job? Are you a housewife who doesn't do anything?
No, sir, I'm a makeup artist.
You're a makeup artist? Well, all women are, but what do you do for a living? What do you make up? Do you make up beds in a hotel, or do you make up stories? Do you just make up with your husband?
Well, I make up beautiful women.
You make up beautiful women, huh? Well, make up a half a dozen for me, and I'll pay the express charges. You're Jerry Sherman, huh?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a job, Jerry?
I'm a student. I'm a senior at USC.
You're a student?
Yes, sir.
You're about to be launched from college into the cold, cruel world, huh?
Yes, sir.
Have you done anything in college that might help you earn a living?
Well,
Outside of...
well, I've been somewhat active on campus. I was head Yell King for the past football and
you were yelping about what?
Yell King.
Yelking?
Cheerleader.
What's a yelking?
It's a cheerleader.
There's an awful lot of yelling going on in the country, and what we need is somebody to lead it. Around income tax time. Around that time, you could make a fortune leading the screams. Well, you're real cute youngsters, and I wish I had more time to talk to you, but if you want to win some money in the quiz, we better get going. George, bring in the questions, huh? What category did they pick?
Nicknames and sports, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, kids, fire away.
Okay.
You going to start with one?
Okay. You read it, or do I?
No, the answer's on there.
No, you have to get 5 in order to get a crack at the big money later on.
Oh, all right.
I'm just warning you. For $100, what champion was known as the Cinderella Man in boxing? You don't know, guess. Well, it was James J. Braddock, who was heavyweight champion of the world.
3 more chances to make a total of $500.
Go ahead.
For $100, what boxer was known as Hurricane Hank?
These are the easy ones over here.
Good thing they picked the easy one. Well, it was Henry Armstrong, who is now a preacher.
Now you have 2 more chances to make a total of 500. So,
Well, try something beside a boxer.
A great player for the Pirates was named the Dutchman. What was his name?
Wasn't Hans Wagner? Was
Yes, it was Hans Wagner.
all right, John.
Hans Wagner is right. Probably the greatest shortstop that ever lived.
Now you have $200. The idea is to make a total of 5. And you have 1 more chance.
Want to go for 300?
It's up to you.
It's up to you. Only young once.
Yeah, you might as well. This'll do it if you get it right.
Mordecai Brown was a great pitcher. What was his nickname?
Was it three finger?
Three finger is right. Take it over. Three finger Brown, great pitcher with the Chicago Cubs in 1908.
And you wind up with $500. That means you'll be back to try for a chance at $2, $5,
See, the
or
college came through
$10,000.
anyhow.
Thank you very much, sir.
Congratulations. I'll see you later.
Thank you, Roger.
Groucho, Jacqueline Niles and Mal Merritt won $500 in the quiz, so here they are for a chance of $2, $5, or $10,000.
Okay, you understand this game? You pick a number for a total of $10,000 and we'll slap it up here. What is it? 1 to 10?
4.
4. Put up a 4. You pick a one for 5.
6.
Your partners anyway. Now, if any other number but those two comes up, this question is worth a total of $2,000. And if it comes up on there, you get whatever is up there. Okay, spin the wheel. Don't dance. You're not out of the woods yet. You got to get the right answer. No help, please. We have to throw the question out. During the Spanish-American War, Teddy Roosevelt's Rough Riders achieved lasting fame when they captured an important hill in Cuba. For a total of $2,000, for a total of $5,000, my mistake, for a total of $5,000, what was the name of this strategic landmark? What is the answer?
San Juan Hill.
San Juan Hill.
$5,000.
Hey.
I could get married.
That's right. Now you won a total of $5,000. Now,
Yeah.
what are you going to do with all that money?
I'm going to get married.
And why, it wouldn't hurt you to get married, too.
Too late for me, Groucho.
What are you going to do with your money?
I want to take my wife on a little vacation.
Oh, and leave the 11 kids home?
That's right.
Well, have a good time and good luck, and I'm glad you won the money. Congratulations and thanks.
Groucho, Molly Magruder and Jerry Sherman won $500 in the
Bring 'em
quiz.
in.
Here they come to try for $2, $5, or $10,000.
You understand the game, you kids? You pick a number for a total of $10,000.
5.
Put up a 5, you pick a number for a total of $5,000. Put up a 5 and a 6. Now, if any other number but those two comes up, this question is worth a total of $2,000. Now, one of you spin the wheel.
Okay.
Well, you took 6 and 5 and it came up 8, so here we go for a total of $2,000. Honolulu is the capital of Hawaii. For a total of $2,000, tell me the name of the island on which Honolulu is situated. What is it?
Oahu.
Oahu is right. Well, now you each got $1,000. What are you going to do with your money, Molly?
Spend it.
That's good.